So today you join me on eFootball PES 2021, the last ever PES game, and it was a season update. So technically this is PES 2020 version 2. But today, we're going to be playing Konami's last PES game. We're going to see if it's better than eFootball, which I think it is. In terms of reviews, this game got a 7 out of 10 from IGN, 73% on Metacritic, and 3 out of 5 from Eurogamer. 4 stars on Google user ratings as well. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like for me and make sure you subscribe for more PES history videos. Does this wallpaper bring back any memories? It's been nearly 5 years since PES 21 came out. Unfortunately, the servers do not work anymore. Here is a look at the PES 21 menus. We've got Kickoff, Online, Statistics, Settings, Become a Legend, which is like player career mode. Master League, of course, is a historical feature at the moment. Maybe next year is the year we will see a Master League in eFootball. They need to bring something to the game because offline players do not enjoy it at the moment. My Club is the online portion of PES, which you can't do anymore. Here's a look at the PES 21 soundtrack, and I don't know any of these songs. I don't think I even had the soundtrack on back then. Let me know if you know any of these songs and if any one of those songs are good. So unfortunately for today's game, we don't have any option files installed. I sort of got rid of them since, PES doesn't exist anymore. But with the option files, you could turn these into proper teams, proper kits and all that. I remember downloading them and throwing them into the game through the PlayStation. Xbox people couldn't enjoy that. But at the moment, you can see that there's not many licenses in normal PES, besides maybe Serie A teams and stuff. But with the option files, you could sort of fix that all up. So you can see there, the Spanish League doesn't look too good. Let's move on to the training center now in PES 21. And I remember FIFA 20's or FIFA 21's training center was pretty bad when compared to this. This had a lot of different features. And I do like how easy it is to pick the clubs for the training center. In FC 25, I don't even know how to change the team. There should be an option to do that. If we want to use Juventus, you can easily do that. If you want to verse, Latvia, you can. In the training center, you can pick from all the teams in the game. In terms of the stadiums, you can change the stadium in the training center as well to any of the available ones in the game. You can change the game plan as well. You can't do that really in FC 25. I would love to be able to, change formations in the practice match. You can change sides as well. There's also free kick practice, penalty kicks, corner kick practice, and also the practice match. You can pick how many players you want on each side and your match difficulty, fouls on or off, and restart rules. So we're playing in an empty stadium. This is like a practice match, and then we can always go and do free kick practice if we want to. You just put the ball where you want it. If you want to practice your corners, you can do that. I just love how easy it is to pick the clubs you want to use and pick the formation. It's got everything FC 25 has, besides maybe scenario mode. So if EA could pay attention here and just give us some more settings, then that would be nice. Let's move on to some Master League very, very quickly. You could use legend managers and also real managers like Guardiola and stuff. PES did this feature first. There's a few generic guys as well. But for the most part, it was a pretty good feature, but we did lose the ability to create a manager. So we sort of lost that. You can see the opening cinematics there. And it's better than career mode as well. Look at this. You get to walk around the ground, talk with the Phil Collins lookalike, and just shake a few hands, talk to Bruno Fernandes, Cavani as well. Can't do that in FIFA. What do we get in career mode? I think it's just that thing where the guy holds a jersey up. This one, you're actually having coffees and you're just having a chat. What are your plans for the future? What's your favorite color? That kind of stuff. And then you go to the training ground with your coffee in your hand. Still, I don't know how many coffees he's had. But surely, his blood pressure is going to be through the roof soon. You get season objectives where you can set your goals. I'd like to discuss the season objectives, so you can skip all that. How about we aim to win the league? We should aim to make it into the Champions League. I agree. You can do whatever you want there. There's really no consequences though. You just set the objective. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, doesn't really matter. You get to meet the press as well. So this is your first press conference that you do as a manager. And this is all on the opening day as well. In career mode, you really don't have an opening day like this, do you? Congratulations on your appointment. You're quite the journeyman. Do you consider your current appointment the crowning moment of your career? It's a fresh start. It's the greatest moment of my life. It's a career highlight. Yeah, there's really no punishment for whatever you pick. Here's the menus for Master League. Obviously a little bit different to EA's offering, but it does the job, I guess. Konami's menus have never been fantastic. There's system stuff where you save stuff. There's databases as well. You can check your club ranking. So this one is a very cool cutscene. I remember this one. You've got the jersey, Ronaldo coming in to the press room, signing the papers. EA does offer some sort of cutscenes when you sign big players as well now, but PES did it first. And you can see there Ronaldo signing the papers. This is realistic as well. They go into the room, they sign the papers, and they pose for the photos. Ronaldo sending a message to the fans. See you at the stadium. That's basically what he has to say. So this one's another cool cutscene. I've signed Neymar to the club, and you've got this cutscene where he's at the training ground. I mean, EA could do something like this as well. You can see him shaking hands with Giggs. Pretty cool stuff, I guess. Posing for photos as well. He sends a message to the fans. Thank you to the supporters for welcoming me, and see you at the stadium. So this is a cool cutscene as well. Messi wins Europe Best Player Award. You don't even get the European Best Player Award in career mode, so that's pretty nice to see. So we've got a Champions League game, and before that game you actually get a cool cutscene of your manager and a player in the press room. You've landed in what is widely considered the toughest group. What are your thoughts on your all-important first match? How important is the first match in the group of death? What is group death? Konami. What is group death? Now, if you remember back then, Euro 2020 actually occurred in 2021. So this game does have the Euro 2020 license. We pick our national team here. We'll do Italy versus maybe England, and you can play just exhibition there. If we go to the cup section and we start a new cup, you can see that Euro 2020 is available as a licensed tournament. Then you just choose your pre-settings there, and then you select your team that you want to use. So let's pick England. It then puts you in a group, and we can change the game plan. We can take a look at some competition info and save it as well. There's no other modes like qualifying or scenarios. It's just basically tournament mode, and that's it. So today's game is Barcelona versus Manchester United. We've got Messi today, and there's also the new camp here, which is not available in FC games. It's always nice to play this game. I really loved PES 21. I remember doing a Master League at the time as well. Even though it's been a few years, the graphics to me still look pretty good. I think it looks better than eFootball. I don't think PES 21 is completely dead. I think PC players have modded the game a lot, and you can actually play newer versions of this game. I think it's called Football Life. I could be wrong, but I think it's Football Life, and it's based on PES 21. But it's got all the latest kits, rosters, maybe even some gameplay adjustments as well. But that's only for the PC. And I think if you play on consoles, it's very hard to get access to this game these days unless you actually had a copy back then. But it's definitely a game that you can come back and play in 2025. When eFootball came out, I thought it was going to be, you know, PES 21 but better. Instead, it was the complete opposite. Let me know if you played PES 21 back then, if you have any memories of this game. This could be another one of those lockdown games, actually. A lot of people were probably playing FIFA 21 during lockdown, but there would have been some PES players as well out there. So this was definitely one of those lockdown games as well. There was plenty of time to play both football games anyway. But I can't believe it's been so long since this game came out. This game released in 2020, and I do wish they continued with PES 22. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But imagine if it did, and it was built upon this solid foundation. We would have had a better Master League, and, you know, with the new consoles coming out, things would have looked even better. Griezmann turns and shoots and scores. Catches the keeper off guard. It's a nice finish right on half-time as well. And he's going to do a little hotline bling. Cavani is going to get there, and the keeper takes him out. I don't know if that was supposed to be a penalty, but it did look like one. Anyway, it's play on. We play it up the field. Griezmann lays it off, and the simple 1-2 sets him up. Griezmann goes for the cheeky chip and scores. Beautiful finish. And we went from almost conceding a penalty to grabbing a second goal. And Griezmann is on a hat-trick, but we're going to whip it in first time, and Griezmann's there and grabs his hat-trick. What a performance by Griezmann today. That's a nice through ball. Luke Shaw hits the side netting. There's only a few minutes left, and once again, it's always a pleasure to come back and play PES 2021. It was the last ever PES game, and one of the best ever as well. And things hold up pretty well in 2025 still. You can still have a lot of fun if you played this game, and I'm sure the PC people that have modded this game are having a lot of fun still. It doesn't get much better than this. Gameplay is alright, graphics still look alright, and I guess we'll be back in 2026 to play this once again. Thank you to my Vapex FC channel members, Chris, Callum, Wing, Duffy Boy and Christian. If you want your name here, make sure you sign up using the link in the description. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like for me, make sure you subscribe for more episodes, and hit the thumbnail in the middle to watch another FC25 video.